I've got a surface created here, and I'd like to explore the different 3D viewing options we have in Microsurvey CAD. By default, when you draw a tin, it'll come in a wireframe. If you'd like to see it shaded, simply type shade in the command line. Then we can see it'll fill in all of our triangles. We can hold down our shift key and rotate with the middle mouse wheel to rotate around the surface. Or we can use some of the different view options. Also in the view ribbon, we can come to MS Render, and that'll open up a separate 3D viewing window. Drag the window bigger or smaller as required. And now if I double tap on my surface, click my left mouse wheel, I can drag around to rotate my view. We have a few options available here. We were currently in orbit mode, so clicking our mouse will let us rotate the view. We can switch over to pan mode, where our left mouse click will let us move the surface around. When you're in orbit mode, if you use your middle mouse wheel and click it in, you can also pan. You can zoom to extents. We can also turn on the orbit sphere, so if we need a reference grid, you can also change your preset viewports. So look at it from a different angle. We can take an image snapshot, which will let us save various image file types in case you want to insert a screenshot into a document. And then we've got some camera options. I'll show those in a second. If we come up to our view menu, we've got a lot of the same options as displayed by the icons. We can also change the rendering. Right now we're in a shaded visual style, but if we want to switch it back to wireframe, we can do so. We can turn on our orbit sphere again. Then we have some camera options. We can choose between 10 active cameras. You can set the rotation of the surface and then save your camera. So if I set this as camera 5, then I move my view around, switch my active camera back to 5, it'll revert back to that view. You can also save your camera here with the icon. So that'll let you set up to 10 different viewing angles in case you want to take screenshots or display the surface to a client. You can edit the rendering options. So if I want to set a background color for a better visual appearance of the surface, we can change the lighting if we need to make it a little darker. Culling threshold will allow you to adjust the number of faces and how they're displayed. We've also got some finish options. We can increase the glossiness and highlighting. Another handy feature is preset viewer size. So if I wanted to set a predefined size, if I want, consistent image sizes for screenshots, when I take my my snapshot of the surface, hit OK, and we can see that it'll resize. So this is just a handy little utility for viewing simple surfaces. We can view the surface in 3D in model space within CAD as well. If we need to reset our view back to top, we can come to the view ribbon, choose top. That'll bring us back to a regular top-down view of our surface.